Flammy can take you anywhere in the world you want to go.
Ramco, you got so big. Big and strong enough to carry all of us. All the little ones grow up so fast.
Remember that Flammy's power can only fly you around for so long. She'll revert back to her cub form when you land. Just use the Flammy drum to summon her whenever you need to fly.
Whoa!
Now then, what's your plan of action?
If I may, would you be so kind as to return me to Lagrazzo?
She says it would be her pleasure.
Then, to Lagrazzo we go.
Now then, with Ramco's permission, shall we be off to Lagrazzo?
There's probably something in those archives that can help us with the Benevodons. Let's go.
Ramco must really like the sound of that drum, huh?
We'll be relying on her a lot from now on.
Thanks for all the help, Ramco. You're the best.
An excellent landing, young Ramco. Brava! Now then, I will begin the process of compiling what I observed within the sanctuary for analysis.
You're not going to help us with the Benevodons?
It grieves me to say it, but I must decline. Though please keep in mind that I want a full report on your exploits. I will add it to my account of this historic situation we find ourselves in.
I suppose he is the best suited.
It's okay that you want to analyze your data, but please don't let the information that Coda entrusted you with turn into gossip.
Of course. Not to worry. I take great pains to compile my notes in secrecy.
If it isn't the head curator and the rest of the arms, you're safe. Oh, we were worried when we heard the Benevodons were attacking the Mana Tree.
I am as well as can be expected, thanks to the Mana Goddess's barrier. Word of the Benevodons' revival has spread, I see. Have you determined where the monsters have appeared, perchance?
Reports indicate that disaster is spreading to the lands that house the Benevodons. Besseroth, Benevodon of Wind, has been spotted in the Vale of Longrin. And Tormarni, Benevodon of the Moon, near Aetern. Gandum, Benevodon of Water, was seen outside of Illistana. While the Benevodon of Wood, Florit, is stalking Vertius Burrow as we speak. Scribes have already been sent afield to collect what information they can.
Curious. The Benevodon of Fire has not been accounted for. Is there no word of Volkibel?
No reports out of the Tiania area as of yet. Our theory is that the Fire Benevodon still slumbers.
I see. I suppose that is good news. It seems you all have 4 Benevodons to take care of at present.
I can feel it. The flow of mana power in each area has changed. You could start in any location, but time is of the essence.
My word! An emissary of the goddess! What a singular wing shape! Would you mind if I sketched it?
I'm afraid I'm in a hurry.
We should get going too. Good luck, Aish.
Farewell. We will meet again soon, I'm sure.
Let's focus on the 4 monsters we know of. So, Val, what'll it be?
Leave it to me. We can head out now.
It's cold.
You're headed toward Longrin, I see. Be careful. I can sense Besseroth's presence near the Vale of Wind.
Not quite the homecoming I pictured. I mean, I didn't picture coming home at all. Is everyone okay?
No matter what, you should be proud of what you've accomplished, Karina. Isn't that right, Ramco? What's up with this wind?
Whoa! Vale of Wind? More like Vale of Hurricanes. You live like this, Karina?
Are you kidding? No one lives like this. A Benevodon is behind this gale. I'd bet lucre on it.
Speaking of which, where is it?
Fairy! Hey, Fairy! Nothing. Nary a peep from Fairy. She may have been blown off course before she arrived.
Well, we should probably check with the chief anyway. Out of everyone in town, he's most likely to have an idea of what's going on in the Vale.
The chief is sure to know what's going on in Longrin.
What is the meaning of this, Karina?
Hello to you too.
Why would the Alms and Solgod return here to the Vale? You should be en route to the Mana Tree. The wind howls unabated. Is this not because you have failed to do your part and complete your duty as the Alms?
No, you got it all wrong. The storm is because of the Benevodon of Wind. That's why we left the sanctuary in the first place, to defeat those monsters.
All this time, I assumed this was just the manifestation of the prophecy of disaster.
Tell us where Besseroth is, please.
The Wind Sanctum. But you must not venture there again, Karina. Shiryu has already tried. We have not heard from him since. I will not lose more people to that terrible place.
Shiryu disappeared? Why didn't you go after him?
The path into the Wind Sanctum has been blocked by a large boulder. We have tried everything to make it budge, but it's no use. There is nothing more you can do, Alms. I suggest you return to the Mana Tree and fulfill your duty.
I told you, defeating the Benevodons is part of our duty now. We're here to save the Vale, you stubborn dummy. What's not clicking?
Karina, it would be unwise to anger the Benevodon further.
Well, now that I know where the Benevodon is, we're finished here. I've got nothing more to say to you, Chief. Time to hit the road, everybody. Let's go save Shiryu from whatever trouble he's in at the Sanctum.
Karina and the chief are at each other's throats as usual. She wanted to check out the Wind Sanctum. I should catch up with her.
Look at the size of that boulder. No wonder no one has been able to get into the Wind Sanctum.
Besseroth's doing, to be sure. I believe it's meant to be a warning.
Oh, there you are, Fairy.
Flying in this weather has been difficult. Anyway, what are you going to do about the boulder?
I don't see what the big deal is. Flamey can take us over it in no time. Isn't that right? Don't worry, you've got this, Ramco. Now transform! Ramco, what's wrong? Are you sick? Does your tummy hurt? Are you scared of turning into Flammy? What? You mean you don't want to go back to the Wind Sanctum?
Wait a minute. Isn't that where Ramco used to live?
Long time ago, yeah. I went to the Sanctum once when I was training as an oracle. I tried to protect Ramco from a sudden violent gust of wind, but I got hurt. That's how I lost one of my wings, actually. Ramco never showed any interest in returning home after she brought me back to Longrin. Maybe she wanted to forget all about the incident, but the longer we wait, the more I worry about Shiryu.
Wounds of the body heal faster than wounds of the heart. We should look for another way in.
Yeah. Best not to push her too much. In that case, do we attempt to ascend?
Something tells me the people of the Vale would rather we got rid of the rock.
But they mentioned they've been unsuccessful so far.
I've got it! We gather the whole village together and push. Huh? It's a big town. Bigger than Verdius, at least. And we can help too. I think we have a shot, is all.
Everyone might have given up on moving this thing before they even got started. No one knew that it was a Benevodon's doing, after all. It's worth a shot. I'll go back to the Vale and talk to the villagers and see if anybody will lend us a hand.
When I first met you, nothing could make you lift a finger for the Vale.
True, but surely you noticed that I've since matured into a lovely, responsible alm. Y'all wait here.
Don't cause any trouble on the way.
Thanks Thanks for the vote of confidence, Morley. I'll be back before you can say Sylphid. You stay here too, Ramco. I'll make the people of the Vale see reason somehow, so don't you worry. I'll visit the chief, and I should talk to Mom and Dad. I guess I better get the other oracles on my side too. The rest of the Vale is sure to join us then. Okay, Karina. Just explain the plan, and they'll see reason. Hey, Dad. Mom.
Karina! How are you, honey? How's Ramco?
That's the spirit. You're shaping up to be quite Alm-like. You know, reliable and confident.
Now that you mention it, what's the Elm of Wind doing here instead of the Mana Tree?
Don't tell me you've abandoned your sacred duty, Karina.
No. I'm still on the pilgrimage, believe you me. We're just taking care of other urgent business at the moment.
Like what, young lady?
Like defeating the Benevodon rampaging in the Wind Sanctum? That's why I'm here. I need help with the boulder blocking the way.
That does sound urgent, but what can we do? Nothing, that's what.
That boulder isn't going anywhere. And even if we could move it, what then? You run off into the jaws of danger to fight a Benevodon?
Honey, you could get hurt. You were appointed the Alm. You can't be so reckless anymore.
Fantastic. You still have no faith in me. You think I'd lose against the Benevodon? Or that I'd run away from my duty?
See what you did? You accused her of running away.
What was I supposed to think? Alms don't just visit home after they leave on the pilgrimage.
I know, but if you weren't trying to shift the blame, then...
Stop fighting! It's like all you ever do is argue with each other and lose your temper and scold me.
Our tempers? Look who's talking, Missy. Everything that comes out of your mouth is either a whine or a complaint.
Oh, don't start, you two.
You know what? Fine, forget I even asked. If you're not gonna help me, then I'm not gonna waste my breath begging.
Karina!
Oh no, not again. I keep messing this up. I forgot how quickly we get into arguments in this household. I should leave them be until we've all cooled down a bit. Knowing those two, they'll bicker for hours. Better move on to someone else for now. When will I learn? I should just say what I came to say and be done with it.
What is it? Were you not finished with all you had to say to me?
I'm back because there's one more thing to say. We took a look at the boulder, and we think we have a plan. But we need the whole village to work with us to move it.
Karina, I realize you are trying to help, but what do you think a few additional hands will accomplish? Besides, Besseroth placed that rock there for a reason, and far be it from us to anger the Benevodon by ruining its inscrutable plans.
But that's...
Know that it is my responsibility to keep the people safe. I cannot ask them to court danger by helping you defy a Benevodon.
How exactly do you think this is gonna end up for you, huh? You think everyone is safer keeping their heads down and pretend like that monster doesn't exist?
According to legend, dragonfolk once soared through the air until the Benevodon of Wind took away our flight. Wings useless, our tribe was forced to live upon the ground. Whether this is fact or fiction, we dare not bring Besseroth's anger down upon us again.
That's an old fairy tale that I know you heard from Shiryu. And speaking of Shiryu, you can't even be bothered to go looking for him in the Wind Sanctum.
I cannot allow you to come to harm, even for the sake of another of our tribe. The alms are too precious to send on a fool's errand.
So you're sacrificing Shiryu because you're scared. The same reason you're just letting the Vale get pummeled like this.
We can but trust in the winds of fate to spare us, Karina.
Ugh! You're a terrible chief if you're willing to put people in danger just to keep the status quo. Coward!
How dare you speak to your elders this way?
Well, now I've gone and done it. I was supposed to convince the chief not yell at him. I know the chief has his reasons, even if they're stupid ones. I get why he doesn't want to risk endangering the villagers. I get it, but I just can't help getting mad when I get talked down to like that. Hey, it's been a while.
Karina!
How's the wind dying going? Remember, you've only got 4 years to master it before the fairies do.
Give us a break. We're trying, but we can't exactly practice with all these gale winds raging through the Vale.
No, you're right. I'm sorry for teasing you.
So, you're back in Longren. What about finishing the pilgrimage?
About that, I have a request. The path into the Wind Sanctum is blocked, and I mean to do something about it.
There's no way! People already tried to do something about the boulder and nothing worked. That rock just does not want to give way.
That's why we have to get everyone to help at the same time. Once we move it, I can enter the sanctum and defeat the Benevodon.
You want to go into the Wind Sanctum again? But Karina, you might get hurt. And then what'll we do?
That's all anyone ever says to me. Do you want this windstorm to last forever? You'll never be able to do the dying again.
Oh, so now you're worried about the wind dying. You couldn't care less before you started your journey. We asked you to help summon the fairy and you refused. She only came once you finally relented. Thank the spirits. And here you are, asking for favors from the very people you left out to dry. You want the boulder gone? Do it yourself!
Excuses, excuses. When did you get so hard-headed, Nagi? You know what? I think I will go move that rock. And once I do, that'll teach you to doubt me. Okay, that was definitely my fault. Before I was named the Alm, sure you and Ramco were the only ones who had my back. Of course I didn't feel like helping the rest of the Vale. But it's too late to apologize for that now. I could explain myself until I'm blue in the face, and it won't change what I did. Come on, Karina. Great. That was our last ray of hope. I don't think anyone will give me a different answer. I'm just fighting against the air current at that point. Well, there's no use waiting around here. Better go back and deliver the news to Val and the others. Now I get to go tell everyone how I couldn't convince a single person to help. I'm sorry, everyone. It didn't work.
It's not your fault, Karina.
No, it is. I left Longren on such a sour note before. My own mistrust of people came back to get me. I didn't place my faith in them, so why should they place any in me? In fact, the original reason I wanted to become an Alm was to get out of the Vale and see the world. My motives weren't pure at all. Maybe that confidence in my affinity to the wind element was really just me overcompensating for how little the villagers believed in me. I don't know.
Karina.
I wasn't the Alm that Longren needed. I wasn't committed enough. But now, after such a long adventure, I can say for sure that I want what's best for the world, and especially for my home in the Vale. The thought that we could lose everything, all the people we've met, the places we've seen, the memories we've made, I won't let that happen. I'm ashamed of how I wanted the Vale to beg me to save them. I'd never do that again, not now that I've seen so much of the world. Now it's up to me to prove that I've changed. I'll do whatever it takes to save Longren. I won't let anyone or anything get in my way. But I can't do it alone. Please, help me.
And here I went through the trouble of composing you a song to boost your spirits. Guess I was wasting my time.
No one could refute your current resolve, Karina. All you need do is rally and resume your efforts to remove the rock.
Give the villagers a chance to see your hard work. It may take time, but they will come around eventually.
We can't let them all down. We'll be the winds of change that fix things for the Vale.
Thank you all so much. We've got this, Remco. Don't worry.
Come on, you little...
We may have overestimated our own strength.
No, we got this! Just a little more!
Where there's a will, there's a... Oh, who are we kidding? What? But why are you all...
Karina, dear, you really need to work on your persuasion skills. I told you better than that.
She takes after you, after all.
Don't you start.
I'm sorry, Karina. I should have been more willing to listen to you. I know you just wanted to help the Vale. And I still yelled at you.
Oh, my back. If only I were a few years younger.
A few? Chief, you better not blow out your back.
Never mind me. Don't you have something you want to say to the people, Karina?
I'm really grateful to you all. Let's get this done!
Sorry for the delay. Had to deal with something. You've almost got it, everybody! Push!
Look at this mess. I'll never get the stains out of my garb.
Well, I'll be. We actually managed to work together and move that boulder.
We did it, everyone. Well done. The Elemental of Wind granted us his divine assistance in our hour of need. With Sylphid's help, we prevailed. And, of course, we owe our thanks to Karina, the Soul Guard, and the rest of the Alms for reminding us of what's really important.
Well, don't thank me just yet. We still need to subdue Besseroth and find Shiryu after all.
So, you are going to the Wind Sanctum after all? Even though that's where you got hurt before?
I'll be fine. I'm not the same person I was back then. Plus, I've got a bunch of dependable friends I can rely on this time. You'll help too, right, Ramco?
Could it be? Is that the legendary sacred beast Flammy?
Thanks to all your support and your combined efforts, Ramco's not afraid to take us into the Sanctum anymore. Thanks again. Leave the Benevodon smashing and Shiryu saving to me. Come on, Val, Morley, Palomina, Jule. There's no time to lose.
Karina! Take care, okay?
Karina's always been a feisty one. I've barely had the chance to wish her well on her adventures.
And yet, she was still able to bring the whole Vale together. She's gotten even stronger on her journey, it seems.
Wind here doesn't feel right. But no wind will feel right until we take care of that Benevodon.
Shiryu probably went this way too, right? We better hurry.
So is anyone ever going to explain who this Shiryu guy is or what?
Oh, right, you weren't around then. I'll explain as we go.
I know I've asked a million times, but I still haven't gotten a straight answer about Shiryu.
Oh, he's a keeper of tales from the Vale. Karina and Shiryu have a bit of a history.
That still doesn't explain much. Why do humans make everything so complicated?
I bet we can harness that strong wind to keep going.
Hey, do you think the people of the Vale understood how grateful I was for their help?
Yeah, I think they got it. They know you care. Now there's wind blowing near the bottom of this thing.
Well, I trust the wind. Even if the atmosphere in this place could use some work.
Did anyone detect a disturbance just now?
No, but I don't feel anything evil in the area either.
Perhaps Sylphid is simply watching over us from afar.
Which way did we come from again? Was it that one?
It's hard to keep track of which routes we used. Even for me.
Onward and upward. Gotta reach the top somehow.
The climb will be all the more difficult if we do not make a detour to the other side.
There must be another place we can harness Sylphid's powers. Let's look.
I'm brimming with power.
Are these two twins? They look identical.
Great stone! Wow, they're gonna be a handful.
I doubt their attacks will be so similar. Stay focused.
Figure out which element works best. Wicked! Awesome! It's working! Do you think you can handle this? No holding back! Time to call on the elemental spirit! Lend me your power! Take this! Thanks, good eye! Behold my power! My graphics can use the vessel. No! Vessel's the ultimate mana. Got it! No! No! No!
Feeling good. Feeling good. Hang in there. Appreciate it.
I'm loving this forgotten wild. That's close for the elemental vessel.
Mighty elemental, emerge! Take this! Take this! Take this!
Summon the spirits to our side.
No!
This power.
You're mine! Now take him down! Feeling
Power is waning.
Take just what I need.
No!
Stone Saber! Just what I need. No shovel!
This event calls for the elemental vessel. Can we avoid family feuds from here on out?
Yeah, those monster siblings were something else. Come on, let's get going.
Huh? Jule, did you say something?
Nope, not me. Are you hearing things?
Maybe. It sounded like someone called my name. Never mind, it's probably nothing.
How are you feeling, Ramco?
Once we defeat the Benevodon, this place will go back to normal. I know it. Hey! Your fight's with me, you bully!
Ramco's shown a lot of courage. Now, it's our turn.
All right, time to beat this monster and clear the air. We gotta save Longren.
How dare you knock Ramco out the sky, you jerk!
You're in for it now, Sephiroth!
Its wings are causing the wind. Feeling good.
No!
Do you think you can handle this? Run! That's what I said! Just what I need. Fight! Spirits, come forth!
Wind vortex?
Now's our chance! Get it before it can blast us!
Take this! You're mine!
This event calls for the elemental vessel.
Feeling good. No shovel. Ready whenever. You're mine. You're mine. I'm on it.
My thanks.
I'm on it.
Almost down. Come on.
You're in for a hard landing, Benevodon.
Feeling good. Take this.
I can still fight. Do you think you can handle this? Unleashing my full power! Time to call on the elemental spirits!
Besseroth's defeat is a load off my mind.
It's about time you showed up, Sylphid.
I've been following you the whole time. Someone had to look out for this fella while you were occupied with the Benevodon.
Shiryu, you're okay!
Karina! I can't believe you came all this way to save me. Thank you.
Why did you even go into the Wind Sanctum in the first place? You know it's dangerous in here. What were you thinking?
I was looking for proof that it was the Benevodon behind all the wind, like I'd read in the ancient records. I am a historian, after all. All I needed was to confirm it with my own eyes.
So you knew there was a Benevodon in here? Why would you risk your life like that, Shiryu?
Some people were blaming the Alm of Wind for the gales, but I knew it wasn't your fault. I just needed to prove it to the rest of them.
Thank you for helping out with this, good sir. But shouldn't you have kept him away from the Benevodon and out of harm's way in the first place?
You aren't wrong, Jule. But everything was a mess once the Benevodon was released. It was hard enough to keep that boulder from doing more damage than just blocking the entrance. It used up all my strength, and I had to take a nap. I can't do everything, you know.
Then it sounds like things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't been here.
I don't know how to thank you, Sylphid. The Veil really owes you one.
Aw, I think nothing of it. After all, the one who brought the people together was Karina. I wanted you, Shiryu, to see how far she's come on this journey.
That's amazing. I always knew she'd be perfect for this job. I'm glad the Veil can see it now, too.
Shiryu?
Karina, Shiryu, you have much to discuss, but might this discourse be deferred until we return to Longren?
You have a lot of catching up to do. We will leave you to it.
Sylphid, I can regale you with stories from our trip. You'd never guess some of the wild things Karina's been up to.
That does sound like fun. Count me in. Now then, let's head back to the Veil, everyone.
The wind's died down. That's a relief. Not that it'll stay that way for very long.
Ever since you left, the wind's been milder in these parts. And it always made me think of you when the breeze blew past. It was nice. Comforting, even. Karina, I wanted to talk to you about that time with the fairy. You know, when I ran away.
You want to kill the mood already?
Honestly, I'm just glad I get to talk to you before you leave again. I hated that things were sour between us when you went on the pilgrimage. But at least we have this.
I mean, I was mad. But it's all right now.
No, it isn't. I should have been there to see you off when you left for Mount Gala. I let you down, even though I'd been hoping you'd be named the Alm for so long.
That's news to me. Wait, really? You wanted me to be the Alm that bad?
Of course. You worked so hard for it. I just couldn't see anyone but you being chosen. So I freaked out when I thought I was getting the job instead.
That's why you ran?
Yeah. I mean, you dreamed about seeing the world since we were little. Do you know how much I liked that you'd hang on to my every word when I told you the stories I'd been taught? But we both know the Vale is a secluded settlement with strict laws about traveling outside its borders. I knew that's why you wanted to be an Alm.
Yeah, but then I got hurt during my training.
You might have lost your wing, but you never lost your passion. I always loved that about you. I was so proud of your determination.
I know. You never laughed at me for wanting to be the Alm, unlike the others.
Thanks for coming back and giving me a chance to tell you what I always wanted to. And please allow me to see you off properly this time, Karina.
I guess, since you asked so nicely, I can let you do that. Thanks. For always supporting my dreams. Which reminds me, I have a lot that haven't come true yet. Journeying across the world is the best, and there's still so much I haven't seen. Places you told me about, places you never even knew existed. Just think of all the things I can learn and tell you later. Ramco and I, we're itching to roam. We'll search through every nook and cranny of this world of ours. That's my new dream.
It sounds like a beautiful one. I can't wait to hear more about the adventures of Karina, the explorer.
I guess it's time for us to go, Ramco. We still have some unfinished business to attend to before we can begin our expedition.
Safe travels, Karina!
I'll see you later, Shiryu. You can count on it!
So, Karina, who is Shiryu exactly?
He's someone who's always had my back. One of my best friends.
Finally, a straight answer. I was hoping you'd have one by now.
Yep, it's all settled. Thanks, Julie.
Tormarni was sealed near the moonlit parish. Are you ready to face it?
Parishioners can freely enter Aetern now. Hopefully that's the only change we have to worry about.
People? Here? In Aetern?
The parish is no longer unbreachable. Now everyone can work toward providing a future for our homeland.
I do sense traces of Benevodon activity in the area. Don't let your guards down.
Really? Nothing looks weird to me.
Fairy is right. My fur is standing on end. Though, who can say if a Benevodon is the cause? Huh? Milpa is here. He'll have some insight into what's been going on in the parish.
It's refreshing to see a familiar face. Let's talk to Milpa.
Milpa, a pleasure as always.
Why, if it isn't Morley and the Alms! Good to see you. But Morley, should you really be coming back to Aetern, you still have a duty to fulfill.
Some unavoidable circumstances bring us to the parish. Don't worry. We are here with the goddess's blessing.
Oh, then I suppose the goddess really has given up on Aetern. What's a little bit of disaster among friends, am I right?
Are you feeling well, Milpa?
Forgive me. I simply find everything funny these days. Since you managed to revive the Moon Elemental, the scattered citizens of Aetern have started to return to the parish, hoping to rebuild their fallen homeland. Lately, it's as if everyone has lost their minds. One minute they burst into tears, the next they're fighting in the streets. Turn around and they're laughing at nothing. Forget about repairing the parish. I can't remember what I was talking about a second ago. If this isn't to do with Aetern's prophecy, I'll eat a pakul. You Alms had best leave before it starts affecting you, too. Hurry now!
It's not just my imagination, right? Milpa was acting strange.
Decidedly. He's always been a calm, nurturing person, not one to laugh at other people's misfortune. If these are recent developments, it's likely caused by the influence of the Benevodon of the Moon.
Morley, I'm so sorry. It was all my fault. I was wrong.
Karina? What are you talking about?
You know, back at the Dead-Eye Cliffs, you were worried about Aetern's prophecy and I carelessly brushed it off. You were right all along. If only I'd listened to you. How could I be so cruel?
No, I'm pretty sure none of us could have foreseen these circumstances back then. It's not worth crying over.
You are being far too merciful, Morley.
Palomina?
How could you let that Milpa man get away with such flippancy? He was completely out of line. Oh, I have a veritable tidal wave of tirades that I would visit upon him. In fact, I think I shall.
Hold on, Palomina. How will yelling at Milpa fix the situation?
Karina's in tears and Palomina wants to throw down on innocent townspeople. What are the odds?
Julie, stop picking on me!
Do not think that I will let that slight slide. I am righteously irate right now.
You're not righteously anything.
Woohoo! Now's the perfect opportunity to get some practicing in.
Oh no, everybody's gone nuts! Morley, please tell me you haven't lost your mind. I can't be the only sane one.
No, I'm unaffected, I think.
Pull yourselves together! You're the only ones rational enough to fix this mess.
You look like you have your wits about you too, Fairy.
Luna should be okay as well. I'll say to her, you get your companions somewhere where they can rest.
The parish isn't exactly bustling yet, but there should be an inn we can use.
Everyone's off kilter in this place. Hopefully rest will help.
I can't sleep unless I have my favorite pillow. I want to go home, back to Longrin.
Come now, turn that frown upside down and have a long and luxurious nap.
Dark thoughts catch up with you at night. All nights might look the same to you, but at my age, every shade of twilight is different.
I can't deal with this.
If only I had lost it too.
Don't you dare leave me alone with him, Morley!
Why are we unaffected, do you think?
I have an answer for that query.
Oh, Luna, it's you. It feels like ages since we last saw each other. Perhaps it has been.
The reason you two have stayed unaltered is because of your elemental affinities. You are alms of the heart and mind. Alms of the moon, light, and darkness should be able to resist the influences of the Benevodon of the moon.
So Aish wouldn't have gone crazy either?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I wish Aish were here.
Until you have subdued Tor Marni, I fear that the people of Aetern will remain befuddled indefinitely. It is hard to see tragedy once again visited upon the poor people of Aetern so soon after it was liberated from stasis.
I feel the same, both as a parishioner and an Alm. It is my responsibility to see that Tormarni is dealt with.
If anyone can fix this, I believe it is you, Morley. The Benevodon has taken up residence in Castle Crescino. The moon has the power to alter people's perception. Please do not be fooled by its shadows or mystique.
It's up to us to free Aetern from the Benevodon's influence. Shall we, Val?
After you, Morley. Let's head to Crescino and get to it.
Hey, you guys. Come on, take us with you. I don't want to stay behind.
Let's take them with. Who knows what they would get up to if we leave them alone?
The castle was past the north gate to the parish, I think. It's now or never. So this is the castle?
I sense trouble ahead. It must be the presence of the Benevodon Tormarni.
Was that the Benevodon?
I hate frogs. I'm scared. Someone hold my hand.
A Benevodon? No biggie.
Things look grim.
Don't waver now. We've come this far. We can handle anything.
I've never been inside this place, mostly since I heard it was overrun with monsters.
Are there frogs? Please tell me there are no frogs here.
Wow! Get a load of this palace. It's huge. Makes me want to dance.
Huh? Is someone there? Yup. There are definitely people over there.
It looks like it did during the eclipse.
No. Too many people. I hate that. Oh, I know. These are ghosts. I've read all about them.
Deja vu. We saw some of these here spooky folks when we first visited Aetern on our pilgrimage, right?
What did I just say? So they are ghosts after all. Make it stop.
These illusions are the parishioners who disappeared 16 years ago. What is going on?
Well, they're looking right at us. Maybe they have unfinished business?
No sign of my mother. None of that. These visions aren't real. I can't let myself be manipulated by the Benevodon's tricks. Defeating Tormarni is our priority. We should press on.
Oh, Morley.
How easily the heart is swayed. This is harder than I thought.
Don't worry. Someone somewhere will come along and take care of all this.
Uh-huh. But that someone happens to be us, Karina. I thought this place would look more run down.
Actually, I think we're looking at Castle Crescino as it was in the past. But how? It doesn't look like we can get into the rest of the castle from here. Maybe there's another path.
Oh, and what might we have here? An hourglass? Ooh, how mysterious. Makes me want to touch it.
You know, I think I feel moon energy coming from this thing.
In that case, the Luna Globe might help us figure this out.
Well, you know what you gotta do with hourglasses. Spin them round and round. That's what. Look what the Luna Globe can do. Can I have a turn? Pretty please. I wanna spin it.
Your mood swings make my head spin.
It's too dark in here. I'm frightened. Can we go home, please?
It's okay, Jule. We're here. Nothing's gonna hurt you.
Well, if you weren't around, I don't know what I'd do.
Ooh, I spied my little awesome treasure. Come on, let's open it, pretty please.
We're a little busy trying to get out of this area, Karina.
Hey, do you see that pile of gears over there? Maybe we can climb that.
We can probably make it if we jump off the highest part of the cog.
Aw, come on. Who cares about some stupid old gears? What's in the box? Don't you want to take a look inside? Huh? Don't you?
Okay, Karina. If you're that concerned, we'll open it.
A jump we can just fly over with Ramco's help?
You think Flammy's the answer?
No way! My little Ramco deserves better than this cramped castle. Get your own sacred beast.
You were the one who suggested it in the first place, Karina.
Wow, the castle is so big and pretty.
It was built at the same time that the parish was founded. That was also around when the lunar sandglass was first made. It was a very productive time for Aetern.
The person who made all these things must be so cool.
And that spot might be an exit, but it's pretty high up there.
Worry not. We must muster all our might and see this through. Mere machinery is no match for us.
You're right. Together we can figure out this puzzle.
Of course. There is nothing a convoy of close compatriots cannot conquer. Now then, who will give me a boost?
That's not what I meant!
If you could only hear yourself right now, Palomino. The gear probably fell from above some time ago, but if we use the Luna Globe, we might be able to reverse time.
You could put it back where it belongs. You're a genius, Morley! Help us out! Phew, it worked. And we even managed not to fall on the way.
Better than trying to boost ourselves up in any case. Come on, the Benevodon's close.
I shall fight any foe one-on-one. Come at me! Morley, you are not going at this mission with enough enthusiasm. Come now, enunciate.
Onward! Oh!
Fie! A flimsy attempt at force. Once more, with feeling.
Spare me, I beg you.
Piece of cake. What a bunch of small fry weaklings.
Don't get cocky, Karina. You'll jinx the whole thing for us if you don't take these fights seriously.
Woo-wee! Touchy much? You got a kink in your tail about something, Mr. Grumpy Pants? Want to share with the class?
Grumpy what?
Calm down, Morley. It's the Benevodon talking, remember?
Huh?
Hey!
Why didn't I foresee this? How far down did we fall?
Not sure, but all we can do is keep going.
The end is nigh. We can't turn back. Never again.
Why the sour face? It is time to let loose and party.
Please stop encouraging the enemy.
Defeat it before it takes Palomino's advice.
Thunder!
Just no! Tilted boomerang!
Oh my God!
I'm feeling woozy. Take this! Tilted boomerang! Do you think you can handle this? That's enough from you! Unleashing my full power!
Lumina!
Just what I need! Holy Saber! Just what I need!
How about we have element?
You're mine!
Summon the spirits to our side.
Mighty Elemental, emerge!
Coward! Cease this gutless gimmick and show yourself!
Let go! Take this!
It's not doing something. Are hard to predict.
Lumina! Holy Saber!
My gratitude.
It's immobilized! Nicely done!
Will pay.
Take this!
This event calls for the elemental vessel.
Elemental spirits, we need you.
Just what I need!
Tired already? This jump's a win.
How is this funny to you? Stay cool, Molly. Don't lose your head. Holy Saber! Go! Don't go back, everyone! This is coming handy. Take this!
Activate strength. Surrounding strength.
Not so tough now, are you? Behold my power! I won't lose!
Summon the spirit.
Alms, how have you fared?
Physically, we are fine. Mentally... Don't make me answer that, Luna.
You mustn't joke. You and the Alm of Light are the only ones who can endure this psychological test of wills. You are nearly to Tor Marni. I pray to the goddess to steel your hearts and fortify your minds for the battle ahead.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Tread carefully, everyone.
Can the Luna Globe fix something as big as this?
I will lend you all my power. Reverse the flow of time to cause the debris to float. Doing so will provide you with footholds to get to Tor Marni.
Oh man, you want us to climb the rubble? Easy for you to say, Luna. You can float. What are we supposed to do?
Come on, Jule. It's not that bad. Luna said we're nearly to the Benevodon. Don't give up now.
Curious. I have never seen Jule's resolve so fragile. Do not fret. Everyone will be back to normal once the Benevodon is dealt with.
Is any of this real? What is reality? Does doubt exist in order to make us question the truth?
I'm questioning everything right now. Ignore Jule and just go. Time to shine!
Please no! I abhor amphibians.
Well, I like them. Look at its great big eyes. So cute.
Shiryu once told me about the fall of the king at the Benevodon's hand. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Let's finish this and be done with it. Tor Marnie's time is up. I will fight for my friends and all the people of Aetern. I will set things right!
Tommy Lollipop. Good night. Aww, look at that adorable face.
This is for everything this monster has put me through.
The inside of its mouth is glowing grotesquely. Please, do something about the tongue.
Feeling good. Time to call on the elemental spirits.
More time, we could push our advantage.
Lend me your power. You're mine. You're mine! Here I go!
You will pay!
Not so tough now, are you? Just what I need! Feeling good! I'm too weak! Appreciate it. Take this!
Summon the spirits to our side. My gratitude.
This one. Feeling good. Just what I need. Just what I need. Drink power. Behold my power.
What is it doing?
This is coming handy.
I summon you.
You're mine!
Go get it! Why is it not defeated yet?
It's losing steam! We can win this!
We will dethrone you, Tor Marnie!
Take this!
Thrower is waiting for fire! Thunder!
Take this! You're mine! Just what I need! Your vessel's filled with mana!
My face!
You're mine! Feeling good! Just what I need!
I am Gahul, king and master of Castle Cresceno. Successor to this world, you have freed me from my perpetual stockade.
Who? The revolutionary King Gahul, creator of the Lunar Sandglass and founder of Etern. How are you here?
The Benevodon of the Moon consumed my essence, locking my soul inside its body. Tormarni toys with its prey, altering their minds and confusing their hearts. With its demise, those who were affected shall regain their senses.
What'll happen to the phantoms stuck in the castle?
Unlike me, those specters are mere echoes of thoughts from the past, brought to the present through Tormarni's power.
Then, they will disappear eventually.
You have done well subduing your foe, but I must make one more request of you this day. Protect the Lunar Sandglass in my stead.
I apologize, but the Sandglass, as you know it, was destroyed. I toppled the device when I was a child and broke it. Etern's tragedy was... it was my fault.
The Sandglass cannot be broken by a mere child, just as it cannot be broken by time itself. It would be impossible to bring harm to the machine without intent. My Lunar Sandglass is powered by a magical device, a quasi-perpetual motion apparatus I named the Thaumatorb.
I never knew what made it run.
An unknown fiend sabotaged the device, not you, young one. Rest easy knowing you are not to blame for Etern's misfortunes.
So... it wasn't me.
However, if the Sandglass is indeed irreparable, its Thaumatorb core may have been plundered by a malicious force. Arvid's war is over, and the world no longer in need of such a powerful device. If you find the core, I trust you will destroy it utterly and without hesitation. My time in this world is nearly over. I leave the future to you, the ones who must weather it.
Huh? Ah! The ghost disappeared.
My apologies for being unable to lend any aid during this adventure. I am afraid the Benevodon bested me.
Thank the goddess you're all back to normal.
Yeah, but we got an extra helping of trouble from that king and a Thumma-what's-it we need to watch out for.
Let's focus on taking care of the immediate problems first, namely the Benevodons and Delphos.
Morley. Morley.
Who's there?
The phantoms are going back to where they came from, I think.
Mother.
When I touched the sands of time, I was thrown into echoes of the past.
If it weren't for...
Those of us who were sent back in time can now slowly move toward a future of our own. Don't be consumed by what happened. Focus on what you can do now.
Mother, I found friends as close as family, and a guardian I look up to as a parent. I became a swordsman, just like Father was before he passed. I've done so much. You would have been so proud. Mother, you don't have to worry about me. Not anymore. I'm really...
Morley, I'm your mother, and I only have one wish. Live. Live your life as fully and as long as you can, for both our sakes. I love you. You will always be my one and only. My little boy.
Mother.
Your selfless devotion to all that you do is well known to the Alms and myself. I'm sure your mother felt it as well.
Luna is correct. You have helped us all in incalculable ways at every turn, including this recent affair.
Not that this Moon Benevodon fiasco is our fault.
Either way, Marley and Val really came through for everyone this time. Just don't let it go to your heads. You got that, you two?
I mean, watching you all was a little funny at times.
Speaking of which, you have this thing about bottling up your emotions. That's not fair to you or your friends who care about you. Let them out already.
Uncork that bottle, you mean? Deep down, I admit I struggled with my duty as the Alm of the Moon. Should the world's future fate be in my hands, am I worthy of that responsibility? But with that last moment I had with my mother, I finally found closure. I can safely say I'm putting the past behind me.
I must again give my thanks. Delafos's curse is not yet gone from the lands, but thanks to your help, I will be able to suppress it for now.
I think it's time for us to check on Milpa and the others.
All of this was a Benevodon's doing, you say? Ah, we were lucky you were here to lend a hand. Though I cannot think back on my behavior without utter embarrassment, and in front of my star pupil, no less.
Please, you have nothing to be ashamed of, Milpa. After all, I saw people far worse off during this particular ordeal.
Don't you look at me like that!
What matters is that the threat is gone. Now the parish can be rebuilt as planned.
Expect more hands arriving to help Aetern shortly. I'll make sure of that. We can't let the Alms do all the work around here. Don't worry, Niccolo isn't off the hook either. I'll be calling on him for supplies, and to inform him about your recent victory.
If you ask me, the future looks bright for the parish.
We must forge ahead. It falls to us to further ensure a peaceful prospect for the people.
So what are we waiting for? Delafos won't wait forever, and neither will the Benevodons.
No rest for the wicked. Sound about right.
Milpa, it is my intention to have a hand in rebuilding Aetern as well. When I see everyone working hard for our homeland, my heart aches. If I've learned anything on my journey, it's not to ignore that yearning.
I can see the resolve in your eyes. That willpower shall see you through. Fate is on your side. Fulfill the destiny that awaits you regardless of what you've been told. Do what you know is right. Your courage will strengthen Aetern. Though the parish may not be the same bustling landscape of your memories for many years, its people are with you, Morley, no matter what.
Safe travels, Morley!
Thank you, everyone.
That was some trip, huh?
Karina, please. You don't know the half of it.
I'm just so happy to hear you bicker again.
Going to check on Illistana? Hopefully Gandum, the Benevodon of water, isn't causing any waves.
Oh, with the flow of commerce centered in the capital, a Benevodon strike would be catastrophic to the crowd. That is a future I would do anything to prevent. I see no sign of benevodonal catastrophe in the capital so far. The people are as lively as ever. Ian appears to be well suited to his new status. Thank the goddess for that.
Palomina, would you like to visit Ian while we're here?
Given the pressing nature of our circumstances, I feel quite guilty taking up our precious time with a visit to my brother. But I feel this might be a convenient opportunity to inquire about any odd instances in the capital as well. I will head directly to the palace. Ian should be there. Would you like to accompany me?
Of course. Let's go. It's been a while since I said hi to Ian. Ian's gotta be at the palace, right? Let's go see.
Oh, Palomina, and the rest of the Olms as well.
I have missed you, my brother. Are you taking care of yourself?
As much as I can. There's not a lot of time for me to rest with so many new duties, but I will see to it that Illistana thrives. Niccolo has been of great help to me since you left. I see why you were always so busy as queen. Oh, regarding Passar, we have not seen hide nor hair of him since he fled the kingdom, but we will continue our search.
Rulers don't have it easy, huh? Rumors of Benevodon activity in the surrounding areas probably makes it even worse.
It's hard to ask so much of him, but we should make sure he's prepared for the worst.
You have done so much for so many, Ian, in spite of your inexperience. I am grateful. We took a short stroll through the city and saw no irregularities. In fact, I believe it to be as bustling as ever. Please continue to watch over Illistana.
I assure you, I have had many difficulties and been unable to implement several of the plans I had wished to. But having you here is heartening to say the least. I was prepared never to see you again, so...
The horror! The tragedy! Our water! It's completely gone!
Whoa! What now? What's happening?
Ian! Oh no, he is burning up.
Watch over him, Palomina. We'll take a look outside.
See to our city, please.
We gotta find out what's wrong. Going to the fountain's our best bet.
The water's run dry.
Look there! It is gone! The Aqua Orb!
Uh-oh. When Passar tried to mess with the water supply, things got bad quick. And this is already way worse.
It is because of Gandum, the Benevodon of water.
Fairy!
Gandum is the only one who could make off with the Aqua Orb, I'm sure of it. As for a motive, it may have wanted to steal all the water for itself.
Without water, the people can't survive. Illistana will be...
Everyone! Mewf returned! I'd love to hear about all your adventures, but that will have to wait. We have a panic on our hands!
Father, this whole thing is the fault of the Benevodon of water.
A Benevodon? Are you sure?
We are. It's why we're here instead of at the Mana Tree. We have to save our homelands first.
Leave the Benevodon to us, Father. Would you help us by calming the people of Illistana until we finish our mission?
Sounds like you've gotten your paws full. Leave Illistana to me.
Gandum had been sealed away deep within the Luca ruins.
Then it must be in the Undertemple. That place is so deep within the ruins that hardly anyone goes there. I've never been myself.
Undine always loved the Undertemple. I hope nothing's happened to her.
Madeline's been giving me updates about your travels. No Benevodon stands a chance against Mew. I feel it in my whiskers. I think young Ian is past due for a status report. He should know that the Benevodon is causing the water issue.
Palomina is with him now. We can relay the information when we meet up with her.
Roger. We're all counting on Mew. Oh! I heard the Mews! Val, Mew were named the Alm of Light!
Wow. How'd you know?
As I told Mew before, I have my sources. Mew've experienced a lot that the world has to offer since Mew left Illistana, Val. Realized important things about Hina and Core Stones? Probably some things about yourself that Mew never knew. You're here now doing what needs to be done. Never forget that we all believe in Mew.
Niccolo, you always know just what to say. Thanks. You're basically the whole reason I didn't give up on this journey back when we first came here. Now I'm certain I won't abandon my duty to the Alms or as one myself.
That's what I like to hear. I have faith in Mew, and so do all the people of the world that Mew've helped along the way. Now then, Mew have a Benevodon to deal with. Give my regards to Palomina and Ian.
Thanks, Niccolo. Now it's back to the palace.
The physician says that stress is the source of your exhaustion. Mental malaise can have an effect on the physique. You may have taken on a few too many tasks. I apologize for not being here to offer you support. Ian? Are you awake?
Palomina, you are back. I am so glad.
Yes, I have returned for however long this visit lasts. We asked the goddess for a deferment of our duties for a time. Rest. You have earned it. And in your stead, the convoy will cope with the crisis in the capital.
Mina, do not leave me behind. Please.
Ian,
You promised. Help me become the best king I can be. Please, Mina. Stay with me. Do not go.
The fact that you remember a promise proposed so far in the past is surprising. You were so young. I vowed to help you become a ruler befitting of this beautiful kingdom. Father was so very pleased to hear our pledge. That I remember well. Ian. Oh, how I wished that we could govern the people of Illistana together. But the goddess of mana had other plans. As your only family, since our mother and father passed, and as the former monarch, I fear that I have left you to pick up the pieces of this kingdom of ours. Oh, Ian.
Palomina, how's Ian?
Fatigue caused his fainting spell. He should get better with bed rest. I apologize for the alarm.
That's good. He should sleep it off.
Ian may be good, but things in Illistana look grim. There's no more water and a Benevodon's to blame.
Gandum may be hiding out in a section of the Luca ruins called the Undertemple.
Then it is our duty to discern the root of the problem. Let us go.
You don't want to stay with Ian?
If it has fallen to me to look out for the capital in Ian's stead, then so be it. Come, we should not delay.
So first, we go past Pritta Ridge to the Luca ruins. Then we need to go further into the Undertemple. As long as we're stocked up on items and gear, we'll be fine.
Aha! The good old Luca ruins.
Reminds me of our last run-in with Basar. They said he hasn't been caught. What's he up to now, I wonder?
I don't want to wonder about Basar any more than necessary. Let's just proceed with caution.
I guess we just go the way we did last time, right?
Yes, the Undertemple should be further along our usual route.
Okay, so Basar, what's his deal?
He was a militant magistrate who managed to make his escape before he was brought to justice. He's based witnessing how wrecked our ancestors' place of worship has become is a wretched feeling.
We'll set things right, Palamina. It's in our power to fix things.
Thank you. I would like to see tranquility return to the temple and beyond.
Jeepers! Where are these monsters coming from?
Oh, great. Not again.
Again? When were you going to share with the class, Val?
The Benevodon's presence has made these monsters more vicious than our last venture, but not enough to stop us.
Phew! Remind me to find another way down next time. Thanks for the heads up about the monster swarms, by the way. Real helpful.
Sorry, I forgot. Don't be mad.
Aw, was Widow Jue frightened of the monsters?
I apologize if you were scared of the sudden onslaught.
Scared? More like surprised. Anyway, let's go. There's a lot of family resemblance between you and Ian.
Really? I have hardly ever heard people say that.
It's mostly in your attitude. Like how you both try too hard and refuse to take enough breaks.
You all made it! That's great!
Undine! We were informed that the Benevodon of Water inhabits these lower levels of the ruins. Are you all right?
As you can see, I'm right as rain. This place is my favorite in all of KDL. So peaceful, usually. But Gandoom has been causing quite a ruckus in these parts lately. And now, I hear that the waters of Illistana have dried up. Honestly, make sure you give that monster a good talking to. My powers aren't what they used to be, so I can't help much, but I'm with you in spirit.
We will do whatever we can. That is why we have come.
Peaceful is right. Undine's got a nice little place here.
Karina, I don't think peaceful means what you think it means. Hey! Leave me alone, okay?
It's sort of like we're inside water, huh? Weird.
It's an ancient Undertemple. It was bound to be strange somewhere.
Did people used to live around here back in the day?
Dunno. Doesn't exactly look hospitable, if you know what I mean.
It could have been used as a place to pray or train.
We can certainly explore to find out more.
Are you worried about Ian's health, Palamina?
Quite. I am concerned that I made his current burden too cumbersome.
Just know that Ian doesn't feel that. He'll be fine.
You said that people used to come pray at the Luca ruins, right? Do you think they came down here, too?
Indeed. There are many texts that suggest just such a school of thought. Now I understand why people would wish to worship at the Undertemple, too. Please, we must pass through to pursue the Benevolent.
We have no choice but to take it down if it stands in our way.
Then we fight.
Just what I need. If we can steer clear of that spray!
Save this one just for you!
I
Nicely done! Not so tough now, are you?
That calls for the elemental vessel.
Feeling good. It's immobilized! Nicely done! Spirits, come forth! Thanks! Feeling it! It's on its last legs! I can still fight! You're mine! Not so tough now, are you?
You force my heart.
Gotta stay away. Thanks!
Karina taking over. Here. Refuse to relent. Want some more?
I got this. I can still fight. Salamander! 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 Thanks! You think you can handle this? I won't lose!
Elemental spirit, we need you!
You're mine! I think we can use the vessel.
Was that our second brush with a giant squid monster?
You're right. There was that time on the Prim, too. It was squiddy, right?
I have never seen a more squiddish squid.
Something wrong, Palomina? You look pensive.
Oh dear, did I look lost in thought? Forgive me, I am fine.
See? Like brother, like sister. She's trying too hard, too.
It feels like every time I see Niccolo, he's got a pep talk ready.
Father has always been an optimist. I wish more of that had rubbed off on me.
I believe optimism is difficult to have on purpose, unfortunately.
Gandoom! Benevodon of Water, get out here! I know you can hear me! What do you think you're doing, attacking the mana tree like that? And now you set your sights on Illistana's water? You won't be able to get more mana power that way. Go back to bed, you big goof. Oh. Never mind. It didn't understand me. I'll leave this to you.
Let's do our best. Undeed is counting on us.
Words fail. We'll have to make it understand through force.
The waters of Illistana will be returned to the masses.
Undine! Spirits, come forth!
Figure out what's making the water do this.
Here, use this.
I'm not ready. Forgive me.
Just what I need. It's immobilized.
Calls for the elemental vessel.
Here, use this.
I refuse to relent.
Take this. Salamander. Salamander. Hang in there. You're mine. Flame Saber.
This event calls for the elemental vessel.
Take this. Save this one just for you. Here, use this!
My thanks.
Elemental candle! This should come in handy. Gathered enough mana.
Did it go into the water?
Just what I need. Salamander! Salamander! Feeling good.
Tired? Well, that's lucky for us.
We can beat it if we can keep this up.
Gandoom, your crimes will be punished.
You're mine! Thanks! You're mine! It's immobilized! Nicely done! Feeling good! You're mine! Now take him down!
Now, how about we try Elemental Biscuit?
Phew. Hopefully, this is the last time we'll have to call on you for help with monsters. The Aqua Orb is no longer in Gandoom's possession, so it should return to the fountain shortly. Everything will be as it was.
Illistana's water will return? That is a relief indeed.
Palomina, I'm lucky that you and the other alms were here to help. I can only hope that nothing like this ever happens again. But that's my burden to bear. You were my choice for the Alm of Water, after all. I can't expect you to fix things forever.
Thank you for your blessing and for your concern. The fate of Illistana is never far from my mind, I must admit. I have postponed my obligations as Alm for a time. There are things that must be handled in order to protect Illistana and beyond.
My. I see you've become even more responsible while you've been away.
I owe it all to this arduous adventure. My comrades and I have conquered countless difficulties.
I'm glad to hear it. But enough chit-chat. You have a capital to take care of. Go let everyone know we're back in business.
Yes, I appreciate all of your assistance thus far, Undine.
Palomina, your leadership skills are quite impressive. The capital's unrest was swiftly dealt with.
I merely performed the practices that any king's proxy would.
A whisper or two might have floated past my ears that the people still prefer their veteran queen to their greenhorn king.
They are entitled to their opinions. However, our residents are quite aware of an alm's obligations. Once Ian has been officially sworn in as ruler of the realm, there will be nary a naysayer, I have no doubt.
Aww, I want to see Ian's coronation ceremony.
Everybody accounted for? Wonderful. Ian is almost fully recovered, too. You may see him if you wish.
I am decidedly in your debt, Niccolo. To have come to our aid with hardly any notice and fewer explanations.
Your Majesty, the least I could do was help pacify the citizens in their time of need. If you ask me, what matters now is seeing to King Ian. His fur's been on end waiting for Mew since he woke up.
To the palace. We have to check on Ian.
So much has happened while I was unconscious. Thank you for your assistance with the Benevodon, and I am sorry for being unable to lend any sort of support in the end.
Don't apologize, Ian. We know how hard you've been working. You needed a break.
Besides, I bet even Palomina wasn't perfect when she first started ruling Illistana. You'll get there.
In moments like these, rely on your allies. Everyone needs a hand sometimes.
Such kind words. I thank you, but I know that I can do better. Palamina's legacy must not be sullied by my inexperience. I will ask for aid from Niccolo and the rest of the magistrates when I need it. There is still so much to learn about governance. But I know that I will be all right. Do not worry about me, Palamina. Please, continue on your pilgrimage.
Ian, I have made up my mind. There is much I can yet do to help you on your path. There should be procedures in place when the capital is in peril. That is one of the many things I neglected to negotiate before I left. But more than that, I swore I would support your succession to the throne. Therefore, I swear anew that I will find a way to return to your side.
But what about your duty as the Alm of Water?
Remember, I made a promise in the past. I have to ensure you become the finest of kings in the future.
Mina.
One should always honor their promises. I will return.
There's a lot we need to do, but all of it will help you keep that promise.
Yes, I will pay attention to the future, not the past.
Off to check in on Verdius Burrow? Rumor has it that Floret, the Benevodon of Wood, is awake.
Yeah, my friends won't know if something's wrong if they're all asleep.
Where'd this feather come from?
It's big. Too big. A Benevodon, perhaps?
Oh no, they're gone! Everyone was eaten!
Jule?
The Benevodon of Wood, it attacked, ate everyone! I can feel their fears soaked into the soil!
Does that mean the Sproutlings are...
No, I think they're okay. We're interconnected, so I'd know. But we have to look around for clues as to where the Benevodon went.
Gotta search the burrow and see if there are any clues about that Benevodon.
Oh my, you're all here. That is good to see. If I had more power, the Sproutlings wouldn't be... At least you're safe, Dryad. What in the goddess's name happened here? Floret happened, simply put. It was just after the attack on the sanctuary. The Benevodon of Wood swooped down from the sky, and... Oh, Floret, well, ate all of the Sproutlings, and then fled the burrow.
So that's it? All the Sproutlings really died?
Oh, no! What made you think that? They were swallowed, roots and all. They should still be alive.
Oh, right. Well, that's good then.
Where did Floret take them? You can't mean... Oh no, you mustn't go after them. That's why we came back, to show some Benevodons who's boss. And of course I promised Dakota. I can't let Floret make off with my friends and eat their buds at its leisure. You're here to protect the burrow? You came all the way back for us? To be honest, not just for you. We're here to save the whole world from getting yanked around by those Benevodon bullies. Jule, you have grown so much. Really? It's hard to tell. I don't feel any taller. Whatever. Can you tell us where to look? Would that I could, but I have no idea where Floret was headed. I am so sorry. But perhaps you could ask Trent. He keeps an eye on everything, including the skies. Good idea. Okay, everyone, new plan. We're going to the sanctuary entrance to talk to Trent.
Trent'll definitely be by the entrance to the sanctuary. Here's hoping he has some information on Floret.
Trent,
You awake?
Oh, Julay. Alms. I'm afraid you found me under the weather. I was resting my eyes.
Uh-oh. Are you sick?
Do not worry so, little sprout. It is merely a reaction to Delaphos's curse gaining ground in these parts.
That's not as comforting as you might think, my friend.
'Tis a simple blight. Such illnesses pass with time and repose.
Trent! Trent? Hello? We can't have Trent falling asleep indefinitely. The sanctuary would be down a goddess and an overseer.
Trent brought up a blight, I believe. Might we make for Legrazzo to mention this to Master Aish? I happen to have asked Aish about horticulture on a past visit to the archives. He may have a hunch that we could follow to its conclusion.
Oh, thanks, Palomina. Aish's weird obsession with research might be good for something for a change. Be right back, Trent. Gotta make a pit stop at Legrazzo.
A tree blight, huh? I sure hope our friend in Legrazzo can help.
It pains me to admit it, but we can always count on Aish to have ideas.
Yeah. Hang in there, Trent.
What an unexpected visit! Have you dispatched with the Benevodons already?
Not quite. We're looking for a cure for tree blight. Trent isn't doing well after all this Delaphos kerfuffle. He caught something bad, but we need his help finding another Benevodon.
Say no more. I'm flattered that you would turn to me in your hour of need. Dare I say we have become fast friends? Fear not. I have no intention of disappointing you, Julay. I possess a plant that alleviates the exact symptoms you described. We have selectively bred this flower in Legrazzo. Its nectar replenishes several crucial nutrients in plants, revitalizing perennial growth.
The nectar? That'll make Trent better? Huh. Well, I guess all I can say is thanks, Aish. You really came through.
Wonderful. Your investigation of agricultural advancements has vastly improved since my last inquiry.
Why, yes, Palomina. In fact, it was your question about the adaptive properties of plants in connection to their natural habitats that sparked my interest in the field. You see, first I created a closed testing area where we could control the environmental influences on the organisms in order to isolate the...
Okay, that's enough gabbing for one day.
You should know that it was your foray against Grapplevine and Vertius that inspired this particular plant.
Wait, how did you even hear about that fight? You weren't there.
True, but the Merchant Sisters were. They were kind enough to fill me in on your burrow exploits, which in turn rekindled my interest in the nectar. Von Voyage played quite an integral role in its cultivation as well. And now an opportunity to test our crop has fortuitously emerged.
The people here really do experiment on anything and everything, huh? Gardening isn't even a thing here in Legrazzo.
Such is a scholar's natural inclination. Our curiosity knows no bounds, and our attention wanders to whatever happens to intrigue us.
Inquisitive types, huh? In any case, you really saved our buds this time. Let's deliver this medicine to Trent.
Then I guess we'll be seeing you, Aish. Good luck with your research.
Good luck with your hunting expedition. I trust in your success.
Never doubted Aish for a second. Gotta get this back to Trent.
Trent, rise and shine! I asked the Alm of Darkness for something to help with plant blights. Here you go.
Oh, you have my thanks, Julay. Alms. A peculiar taste. Why, I feel like a brand new shoot, full of energy. How marvelous!
Oh, good. I wasn't entirely sure it was trustworthy.
Oh. To think that you would come to my aid when you have another gravely important duty on your shoulders.
Now, I didn't say this medicine was free. We need answers, and you're just the tree to give them to us. We have to seal away the Benevodon of Wood after what it did to Vertius, but we don't know where it went.
So that is what you are after. Unfortunately, I have not seen hide nor feather of a Benevodon since the assault on the sanctuary. However, I do have a guess. A plant's purpose is to take root, flower, fruit, and grow. Floret may be intending to do the same. For that, it needs sproutlings. More precisely, it needs the wood mana that resides within the flower folk. Unfortunately, collecting sproutlings will not yield the crop it seeks.
That's why it ate them?
I believe there is more to its method than simply consuming the sproutlings. The Benevodon also needs a suitable location to germinate. There is but one place with a connection to the mystic realm suitable for growing its seedlings. The floating Isle of Ulul.
Floating? So, the isle is in the sky? How do we get there?
Dummy! Now that Ramco's powers have been unleashed, we can go anywhere we want. Ground, sky, wherever.
That's right! How could I forget about Ramco?
Holmes, as the Overseer, I can but watch your exploits from afar. But you have my sincerest wishes for your victory.
That's enough for us, Trent. Oh, better get going. We have a flight to catch.
Floating Isle. What are we getting ourselves into this time?
There are too many unknowns. All we can do is assess whether our assortment of items is adequate.
The ground looks so small from up here.
It feels a lot more spread out when you have to walk, huh?
This place is what remains of the mystic realm after it was conjoined to the mortal. When Kadiel was created, a single island from the mortal realm floated into the sky. It's still there to this day. It is a beautiful, strange place, but don't let your guards down.
Now I've seen everything. Floating bits of land? Better not tell the folks down below.
This is what the home realm of the Benevodons looked like? Huh. It's chilling in more ways than one.
Get the mud out, people! Floret's still at large, so don't waste too much time on small fry.
Perfect.
No feathers around here. We should keep going.
Our best bet is to find a location where buds might blossom easiest.
You're in a good mood, Ramco.
She flew a long way. My guess is she's preening after a job well done.
I can only imagine the interest Aish would have in what we are experiencing.
It'd be a constant. How singular! I must write down all the details! Is my bet.
Morley isn't really as bothered by Aish as he makes it seem, if you ask me.
These smell similar to the plant life on the Lucia Isle.
Indeed. The flora and fauna of the mystic realm heavily resemble that of the sanctuary.
We can probably cross this gap using the powers of the wood elemental. Are we really the only people who have ever come to this island?
How would anyone else get here? Not everyone has a handy Ramco to fly on.
Then I'll be sure to look at as many things as I can while I'm up here. So the Benevodons used to live together in peace here?
Back when the flow of mana was freely functioning, yes.
I doubt there was anything peaceful about it. They've never been a friendly bunch.
Those floating water thingies look a lot like what we saw in the Luca ruins.
It's quite the waterfall. But I bet we can use them to get to higher ground.
A plant-based monster is sure to prefer a place with better sunlight. Let's go.
Look at the feathers!
They are the same as the one in Vertius.
We know their origin. Where is the monster?
Incoming!
If you think you can hurt my friends, another thing coming. How dare you scare all those Sproutlings?
You'll regret making enemies of us.
It's working! Feeling good! Feeling good! You're mine! Do you think you can handle this?
It looks familiar. Is that where its power's coming from?
Lightsaber!
Is it absorbing light?
Something seems off. What's going on?
It's creating its own energy! Watch out! I summoned this power!
Starting to get desperate. Mighty Elemental, emerge! Hey, harvest all the fruit. It's immobilized. Nicely done. Take so persistent. There's no way we're giving up here. Blade Saber! It's immobilized! Nicely done! Appreciate it. Just what I need.
This defenseless, defeated in one fell swoop. My reign ends soon.
This is how it's done.
We refuse to relent. We ask for your assistance, my
Not so tough now, are you?
This power.
Feel the breath of mana!
Everyone, I did it! Florida's gone, and the Sproutlings of Verdius are in danger no longer!
I seriously cannot get enough of this floating island, though. You can see all of Verdius. Oh, you can see the whole world from here.
Funny, I'd never been anywhere but Verdius since the day I sprouted. Until the day I left on the pilgrimage, that is. I figured fate saw fit to grow me there. So, that's where I stayed. That was enough of a reason for me. But now, I know that life's there to experience. I don't always have to follow the rules. If I hadn't met you all, I probably would have been gobbled down just like my friends and accepted it as destiny. I don't want to sit down and take things without a fight anymore. And I'm glad you all made me realize it. Not to sound like a broken record, but thanks.
Enough of that mushy stuff. You're welcome, okay?
Look at that. Karina's embarrassed.
I can hardly hearken back to how Joulet used to handle himself. The journey has had quite the effect on him.
Karina, too. The more you see of the world, the more those experiences change you for the better.
Hard to leave such a pretty place, but we gotta get back to Verdius. Golly, Dryad's probably worried about us. Let's let her know we're okay.
Perfect.
And against all odds, Florid has been floored. Verdius Burrow has endured forever. Another banger from yours truly, jam number 1559 is a hit.
A stellar performance! And I do mean both the song and your fight against the Benevodon. You're a hero in your own right. With you here, the other Sproutlings will feel much safer during their hibernation until the next Alm is chosen.
That's the thing, Dryad. I've been doing a lot of thinking on this pilgrimage. The world keeps changing, and I think it's our job to adapt and keep up. Instead of putting down roots, I think the only way to grow is to get out there and mingle.
Oh my! Then you mean...
Yeah, I think Sproutlings should give places other than the burrow a try. Branch out in a bunch of different locations. I know that traveling the world hasn't exactly been the Sproutling whale these years, but I think it might be my way.
This is the future you've envisioned, Jule?
Yep. Someone's got to take that first step, and I think it's me. If there's anything I've learned on this journey, it's that.
Well, I think that's brave of you. Yes, quite brave and good.
On that note, it's time for us to make like a tree and leaf. Things to do, monsters to defeat.
Before you do, would you sing that song for me? The one you composed just as the Alms arrived in Vertius?
What? Jam number 1460? Why now all of a sudden?
I was indisposed when you first sang it. Don't you remember? It isn't fair that I'm the only one who hasn't heard your masterpiece.
Well, if you insist. We are all here in order to persevere. Protect the future for everyone. It's what we're meant to do. Making new friends and old down a path unforetold. I guess that's what you all could call this long journey called life. I tweaked the lyrics a little bit since its debut. I call this one Jam number 1560. Looks like I'll be touring all around the world, composing songs about my travels. So look forward to more new tunes from me.
Oh no! I sense a gigantic shift in the flow of mana around Tiania.
Uh-oh. That can only mean one thing.
The Benevodon of Fire is up to no good, that's what!
Quick! We have to go to Tiania! This is the last one. We gotta make it count.
Val, I can scarcely believe my eyes.
Master Fugo!
And your friends are...
These are my companions, the members of this year's pilgrimage. We came back to the village to stop the Benevodon of Fire before it's too late. Everybody, this is Fugo, a soul guard from back in the day. He mentored Liza and me when we were training for the job.
It is a veritable honor to make your acquaintances, Alms. Perhaps the answer is evident, but I assume you have not yet completed your journey to the Mana Tree. Where is Hina?
Hina is...
I see. Dwarfer has been particularly active recently. It seems I was right to fear the worst in regards to our dear Alm of Fire. You mentioned a Benevodon has appeared, correct? You would do well to report this to Questa.
Yes, sir.
When you finish with Questa, I pray you come find me again. I have something to discuss. You never could sit still for lectures, but I promise not to interrupt your business. Come whenever you find the time.
Master Fugo's right. I should talk to the mayor.
Greetings, Val. We rarely have the chance to welcome the convoy, but it is our pleasure nonetheless. I assume you are here to deal with the Benevodon threat. On behalf of my people, I thank you for your assistance.
Hang on. You knew about the Benevodon?
Our patron elemental, Salamando, has made his own report. His request was simple. Hold out until the arms arrive. It grieves me to see you bereft of the Arm of Fire. Val, please, tell me what happened to Hina.
Hina was... I inadvertently converted her essence into a core stone.
Through your curious ability to crystallize living creatures, I presume. Where is her core stone now?
Delphos, a man who's trying to attack the goddess of mana, took her from me. But I'm gonna get her back. I won't let Delphos keep Hina's core stone. I will make sure her core stone is safe with me. I swear it.
You don't need to convince me, Val. Stone or not, Hina has always been there. For you and Tiania both. If you need proof, look to Dorfer. So far, we have been spared from the worst of its recent agitation. The current unrest is surely due to the Benevodon. However, as the Soul Guard, you have a duty to tell Hina's parents the circumstances of their daughter's disappearance. I leave that to you, Val.
Understood. I'll tell them.
One more thing. You must enter Dorfer Volcano in order to reach Valkibel. Long ago, the leaders of our village felt it prudent to seal the entrance to the volcano to avoid trespassers inciting the Benevodon's fury. Since then, we have kept it under lock and key, forbidding all entry into the sacred mountain from villagers and outsiders alike. But I will now entrust the key to you, Val. Please defeat the Benevodon for Hina, the Mana Goddess, and for us. Val, Soul Guard and Arm of Light, our continued survival is in your hands. May the blessings of Mana be with you.
I promise. I will do my duty and protect the people.
The people of Tiania are with you. Make sure that you and the other alms are prepared for the battle ahead and well rested before you leave. And be sure to speak with your own parents, too. That's an order. You hear me, young man?
Oh, Val, you're home!
Dad. Mom.
You know, it's been so long. I think you and your father have a lot to catch up on. And you all must be the Ohms. You look famished. Please, come on in. Yes. Val, come back when you two are done with your chat.
Thanks, Mom.
You've matured on your trip.
I have?
A great many things must have happened. Tell me about the journey.
Okay. I lost the most important person to me. I learned the devastating truth about our world, and now I have this weight of understanding pressing down on me. It's a heavy burden. The Benevodon threat and Delphos' curse have to be dealt with. I have to fix it. I have to. But I'm only a boy from Tiania. Just Val. And I don't know anymore. What am I supposed to do if I mess up? I could ruin everyone's future. All these thoughts are jumbled in my head, and I just don't know what to do.
It would be a lie to say that I understand even a fraction of what you're going through, Val. As you know, My calling is metalworking. I make weapons and tools day in and day out. Simple as that. Only two things matter: the steel under my hammer and the hand that wields it. You need to trust yourself. You have made it this far, and you have a great many loyal friends to help you. There are as many ways to go through life as there are people on this planet. You may make the right decision and find that the result is not what you planned. What matters isn't choosing what is right, but following what your heart tells you.
Following my own path.
Besides, I could order you to do this or that, and we both know you wouldn't listen to me. Remember how I wanted you to take over the family business, but you were adamant about sword training with Fugo?
Well, swinging around a sword sounded like way more fun than studying weapon making.
You see? Just Val from Tiania? You've always been able to figure out your own path without my help. Own your decisions and believe in yourself.
You know, I'm lucky to have you for a dad.
Stop, you're making me blush.
I don't have an answer yet, but I won't get caught up in the doubt ever again.
That sounds more like my son. Keep it up.
It feels as though I have not had such a fantastic feast in forever. The food here in Tiania is divine.
Your mom can really cook. Maybe a little too piquant for my palate, but what do I know?
Val, did you want to call on Hina's parents before we go?
Oh, I'm afraid those two aren't home at the moment. They needed to harvest some flower seeds before the volcano became too active. I did tell them it was dangerous, but they assured me they were fine. You can't win with that family.
Sounds like the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Let's take on the Benevodon of Fire inside Dorfer first. I promise to talk to Hina's family once we get back. You hear that, everyone? There's no room for failure. First, we take care of what we came to do. Then I can sit Hina's parents down and tell them everything, after things have settled. I'm ready.
That sounds like a plan. There's no time to waste. Let's subdue the Benevodon and protect the village.
I wish you all the best of luck. Go get that Benevolent What's-It and show it what the people of Tiania are made of.
The way into Dorfer Volcano should be along Charred Passage. No time like the present.
I'm all rested up and ready to beat some Benevodons into submission.
We are well on our way to finishing with all the Benevodons. This will be our final fight.
So, I'm not the only one worried about more than just the Benevodon around here, right?
Tianians were never particularly scared of the volcano. It's just something we got used to. Oh, but keep an eye out for falling debris and ashes, of course. Dorfer's eruptions are just a part of life. We coexist peacefully, sorta.
To each plant his own garden, as they say.
Dorfer Volcano has always loomed over Tiania, kinda like a protector of our village. Now that it's become volatile because of the Benevodon, I gotta do whatever I can to help.
Well, that's settled then. Sounds like we have a date with some magma.
What gives? How come this volcano is so hot? I've been around plenty of fires before and it's never been this bad.
It is stifling. Almost as though our sweat evaporates the second our skin secretes it.
Ohms! Where have you been?
Salamando! Nothing can dampen your fighting spirit, huh?
Well, this Benevodon is sure trying. There's barely any mana power for me to draw from. I'm running on fumes at this point.
The lack of an arm is probably not helping either.
That poor girl. She didn't deserve to get her core stone stolen by Delafos.
Salamando, Elemental of Fire, you have my word that I will get your Alm's Core Stone back.
Cool your heels for a second, son. Has anyone ever told you that you're way too uptight?
Not in so many words. I just feel responsible for what's happened, so...
You've got the same red-hot passion as Hina, and I like that. But what I want is action, not wishy-washy promises.
Red hot? Hina? Is my memory fuzzy or something?
I said what I said! She was fiercely loyal, feverishly enthusiastic. She wanted to protect her village, fix the flow of mana, save the world, and stick with Val through thick and thin.
I take it back. That's Hina to a T.
Cut it out. My tears are gonna dry up instantly in here.
The only reason Valkybel wasn't acting out earlier was because of Salamando's tireless efforts to hold it back.
Ugh, I barely did anything. I just kept the cinders from the volcano down to a minimum.
You did that for us? Thank you, Salamando. Don't worry, the Alms can take it from here.
Is that all you got? Dig deep, Val. Once more, with feeling.
The Benevodon of Fire is toast!
That's more like it! Keep going!
And... Dilithos is next!
Yeah! Let him know who's boss!
Salamando still has plenty of steam left, if you ask me.
Gee whiz! I feel like I'm about to burn up in here.
Don't choke. You're the most at risk in this place.
Huh? Blue magma? I've never seen that before.
Careful! Blue magma is much hotter than the typical red variety. You'll be burned to a crisp in an instant.
The source of the cerulean lava is in several locations. If we were to obstruct it at its origin, we may be able to open a path.
The vessel of water might be able to help.
You bet it will! Undine will never let me live it down, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Elemental infighting aside, we should head for the source of the magma. The blue magma is striking, but ominous.
Yes. Take care not to be swayed by its sapphire glow.
Salamando's real excitable, isn't he?
Even running on fumes. What's he like at full mana power?
You don't want to know. Can we get a move on, please?
Well, that's just great. The magma's overflowing onto our path.
Could Undine's power be a creative method of cooling the magma?
Might as well try before we all melt into a puddle of almy goo.
Yeah, you damn the magma!
I got chills from that brush with death.
Chills? You mean burns, am I right?
Yeah. We have a job to do.
It's a pool of magma.
Those rocks don't look like they'll hold your weight for long. Better go quick.
Hina always seemed rather reserved, though I do not doubt she was a fierce alm of fire.
Red hot passion. Yeah, I think I see it. She was always full of life. Her heartfelt kindness is what I'll remember most.
Ha! This lava flow stopped for now!
Did the Benevodon of Fire cause all this?
Nah, the volcano's always like this.
I see why the mayor kept this place locked up tight.
We can get through now. I don't trust it. Are we sure the path is safe?
The longer you wait, the more the magma builds up.
You heard him! Get the light out, people!
Haha! That's the passion I like to see, Jule!
Passion smashing! I just want to get out of here!
Aha! We can get to the center area now!
With some help from Salamando, we should be able to proceed.
The only relief I get in here is when we're riding that thing.
Brimming with power!
It's a huge bird made of fire!
Even the tiniest touch would torch a person.
Then steer clear of its flames while attacking.
Feeling good.
Just what I need. Behold my power! Unleashing my full power! Feeling good. Take this! You're mine!
Mr. Powers!
You're mine! You're mine! You're mine!
My gratitude!
Think that crest got bigger! Careful! We gotta aim for the crest!
Does anybody have water? Elemental spirit? We need
Time to call on the elemental spirit!
Go get it!
Take this! Go! I got your back! Go!
Gratitude!
Spirit! Just what I need! Feeling good! Feeling good! Not so tough now, are you?
They are leaving us to blow for blow!
Self-hit boomerang! This is the final stretch! You're mine! Self-hit boomerang! You're mine!
Does anybody have water?
Ice Saber! Ice Saber! Go! Just what I need. You're mine! That's it! Now don't stop attacking!
Right!
Self-hit boomerang!
Does anybody have water? I was reckless. Summon the spirits to our side.
How about we try the elemental vestige? Whew! I thought I was going to go up in flames like a pile of dried leaves back there.
The Benevodon probably isn't far. We're coming, fire spirits.
This is the last Benevodon. We've been doing this for a while now, huh?
Yes, though we cannot rest on our laurels. Check the resources you have on hand.
No sign of the Benevodon of Fire.
What's wrong, Salamando? You don't look so hot.
Well, without much mana power to fall back on, I'm losing steam. Olms, don't go down without a fight. Careful, or this volcano could blow out of control.
That's a lot of pressure, Salamando.
This is the final Benevodon, so we gotta see this through. We can't lose. I'm not gonna let Hina down like that. We will beat this!
Speak of the monster. Looks like our Benevodon friend has arrived.
Can't have that. Take it down before it can erupt.
Right! This is it, everyone! Come on!
think it's working! Here I go! Take this! Save this one just for you! Unleashing my full power!
Its arms are punishingly powerful. It's not happy. My gratitude will be born. Power. Does anybody have water?
I got your back! I savor!
Go! It still has things to bury.
Gotta stay focused. That's it! Now don't stop attacking! Mighty Elemental, emerge! Undine! Not so tough now, are you? Hang in there!
It appears to be cooling down. Come, just a little more and we'll win!
Hina, give me strength! What's this?
I will take over. Does this help? Arena taken over!
I got this. I savor! Feeling good! You're mine! I'm only just getting started. You're mine!
Appreciated.
Yeah, that's how it's done! Dorfer ought to settle down now, too. That's a load off my back and my mind, for that matter.
Thanks for everything you've done for us, Salamando.
It ain't over yet. Don't forget about Delphos' curse. You still got work to do.
You're right. Delphos can't be ignored any longer.
Haha! That's the ticket! Your fighting spirit is hotter than Dorfer at its meanest! And don't you forget it!
I'm impressed! That's all the Benevodons stopped in their tracks. I think it's time to regroup with the Alm of Darkness.
Before that, there's something I need to do. I have to let the village know everything's okay. And talk to Hina's parents.
Val, you and the Alms have performed most admirably. Thank you for everything. You truly are a hero to us all.
A hero? I just wanted to help my home. As long as I manage that, I'm glad.
Will you make for the Mana Tree once more?
Not yet. I still have unfinished business here in Tiania. I gotta stop off at Hina's. Just wait here for me, okay?
Sure thing.
Take your time.
Please give her parents our warm regards.
We'll be here.
Hina. I hope her folks are home. Hi. It's been a while.
Val, what a surprise!
Welcome home. How was your trip to the Mana Tree?
Oh, not finished quite yet. Actually,
I came here to talk to you two about something. Something serious. During our journey, Hina... she passed on.
She what?
But how?
It was my fault. Protecting her was my responsibility, and... I failed. I... as good as killed her myself.
Val.
I am so sorry. Please, I'll accept any punishment. Just say it.
Dorfer's behavior has been strange for a while now. I'd had a bad feeling about it from the start. Guess my gut was right. It's hard to put into words, but even though I was so happy for Hina and wished for her success on the pilgrimage, at the same time, she deserved to have a normal life just like everyone else.
I understand, sir.
After the festival, we were so very proud to see that Hina was chosen to be the Alm. No one in the village was more pleased on her behalf than we were when we saw her off on the journey. But after she left, our lives felt less vibrant. I thought about her no matter what I did. I'd remember her laugh, her frustrations, her tears. Most of all, I'd remember her smile. That's when it hit me. I had wanted Hina to be in our lives forever. I suppose you don't always realize how important someone is until they're gone.
Ma'am,
Val, never doubt how much Hina wanted to be by your side.
Days before the festival, Hina would ask us how long we thought the pilgrimage would take, how long until you'd return from the Mana Tree.
She fretted over whether you might settle down in a different village after you were done, like Liza. Didn't she, dear? Once she was appointed as the Alm, she was up all night, excited for the journey ahead. She said traveling the world with you was like a dream come true.
And that's why we're grateful that you were there for Hina. Thank you, Val.
I thought you two would never forgive me for what happened to her. This is almost worse. I wish someone would treat me like the villain.
Val, listen to me. She isn't gone. Hina will always be with you, in your heart. You carry her will. She lives on through your deeds.
That's right. You're living for the both of you now. We want you to thrive for Hina's sake. Will you do that for us? Come to think of it, Val, I believe Hina left a letter for you before you set out on the pilgrimage.
A letter? For me?
That's right. But when I asked where she put it, she said it was a secret between the two of you.
Then she made us promise to tell you about the letter when you returned, and reminded us several times before your departure.
Did she leave it in the thicket outside of town?
Oh, so that was your secret rendezvous spot, huh?
You'd better get there fast before we find it first. Go on now.
Thanks. I'll be sure to check. You're the best. Our spot. It's gotta be the thicket outside the village. I'm coming, Hina. Brings back memories. This is where I first met Hina. I remember she was reading a book when I ran up. A monster had made it into the village, and I was trying to chase it off. I had only just started to learn swordsmanship at the time. I won, but Liza and Master Fugo still got mad at me. I cried, but at least I managed to defeat the monster in the end. Aha! I found it, Hina. Yep. That's her writing, all right.
Dear Val, if you are reading this, then I'm sure you've safely returned home from the pilgrimage to the Mana Tree. If all went well, then I am now a part of the world's mana power, and watching over you. I decided to leave you this letter now that we've both fulfilled our duties. After all, if I know you, I'm sure you're feeling down about having to let me go to the Mana Tree. This way, you'll have a little something to remember me by, and read if you're ever feeling lonely. I can't help but wonder, as I sit here and write this down, how your life is gonna be 10, 20 years down the road. The only regret I have, now that I've been named the Elm, is that I won't be around to see it myself. Yeah, I know it's selfish of me to think like that. Val, just remember that you have friends you can rely on. People who support you in everything you do. I know you'll be okay, even when I'm gone. Just keep going. Try things you never thought you'd do. Meet people from faraway lands. There's no end to the adventures you will have. I love this beautiful, spirit-blessed world of ours. I love it because it's where we were born, and where my wonderful parents and everyone else we've met lives. Not to mention, it's where I met you, Val. So I'll leave you with this. The future is yours. All I want for you is to live your life in the way that's best for you. That's my wish. Love, Hina.
Hina always did know me too well. Better than anyone. I wish we could have been together in the end. This feeling probably won't ever disappear completely. But that's okay. I'll treasure it. I'll keep Hina with me, wherever I go.
Is that all your business taken care of? Then let's regroup with the Olm of Darkness.
Sorry for the wait. Let's head to Lagrazzo. You ready, Ramco?
You look more sure of yourself than before, Val.
I found a bit of myself that I'd been missing. Now I can finally move forward. Come on, Legrazzo's waiting.
Curious. Just as I feel I'm closing in on the answer, more information arrives and throws off my hypothesis. I cannot rest until I figure this out.
Aish, we did it! We beat the Benevodons!
Congratulations! Though I never doubted that you would be able to dispatch with them, it is good to hear.
Master Aish, you do not appear to have received the requisite hours of repose.
I assure you, I have gone through far longer stints without sleep. And who could relax when there's so much data to evaluate? But enough about me. I have something I must tell you all. I have tracked the fluctuations in mana power to Entwine Bridge Pass. If the Benevodons are no longer a threat, then there's only one entity it could possibly be.
Delafos.
Say, is that not the specific span where Delafos swore to be together with Cerulia?
We should go if we want any chance to stop him before he enacts his revenge.
You sound worried. We just took out all 8 legendary monsters. How hard can an ancient hero be?
Strictly speaking, we don't even have to defeat the guy, as long as we can get the mana sword away from him.
For this venture, I shall accompany you. I could not live with myself if I missed the opportunity to witness the historic reclaiming of the...
You should be resting, not venturing.
I'm merely fatigued. I will be fine, as long as I avoid fights and focus on my report.
I know how important it is to leave behind a record for history. This is for the future of Legrazzo, Teratio, and the people across the land. Their hopes and dreams have gotten us this far. No matter how strong Delafos has become, we will fight. It's time for us to take back the Mana Sword. Delafos has gotta be what's causing the disturbance at Entwine Bridge Pass, but we can't leave unprepared. Let's take stock before we go. Delafos!
I see. The fact that you are here must mean that the Benevodons have failed. However, your luck has run out. You will fall beneath my blade, as will the goddess.
But why do you hate her so much? We know that Cerulia passed away before her time. But that doesn't explain why you turned your sights on the Mana Goddess.
Not only the goddess. I cannot forgive a single soul in this miserable plane. I did as I was bid. I subdued the Benevodon threat. All I asked for in return was to continue my peaceful life with Cerulia thereafter. That was my one wish. Why, after all that I did, after all that I suffered, why steal my future from me? She ripped my love from me and with it all meaning in my life. Why should I have to forgive? Why should I not seek vengeance on the goddess, on the world? With this sword, I will cleave this feckless, worthless, senseless realm!
No! I won't let you!
Lost it! For real!
What is lost is the world in which we fester. It must be purged of all of you! And I shall be the one to do it!
We won't let you destroy anything, Delafos!
Feeble!
Silken Boomerang!
My gratitude!
It's immobilized! Nicely done!
This
Gratitude! Feel the breath of mana! Unleashing my full power!
If we can't avoid it or get away, then what?
Time to call on the elemental spirit! Take this! Silted boomerang! Ready whenever, people! It's immobilized! Nicely done! Dark Saber! I think we can use the vessel! Feel it! Spirit, just what I need! It's immobilized! Nicely done! Feel it! Dark Saber!
You worthless! Mindless!
The intensity of his presence is palpable.
It's getting serious.
No holding back! We will never surrender!
You will not vanquish me!
My gratitude!
Behold my power! Unleashing my full power! Silted boomerang!
This power!
Take this! Immobilize! Nicely done! Just what I need! Is this...
I will take over.
Arena taken over!
I got this! Dark Saber! Dark Saber! Feel into it!
Dark Ray!
Feel into it! It's immobilized!
About you.
Nicely done!
Why protect a goddess who cares not for you?
Without the goddess, the whole world would disappear. Remember yourself. Utter destruction isn't what Cerulean would have wanted.
You presume to know Cerulea's heart? Look at this world you would protect! This broken world feeds on souls to rejuvenate the flow of mana. A society built on the backs of the alms sacrifice. Mortals happily accept these deaths as a part of the natural order. You fools are ensnared in the goddess's trap, nothing more than slaves to her vision.
No! The goddess wants a future for everyone. That's why she entrusted us with its protection. Otherwise, she wouldn't have given us a choice. From the very start, these sacrifices were a choice that we mortals made for the good of the world. We've been deciding our own fate all along. Just give me the Mana Sword, Delafos. Its purpose was never revenge. It's a beacon of hope, given to us all by the goddess herself.
Oh, hope, is it? Yes. This sword is the goddess's gift. And I was a fool to keep using this weapon of servitude!
Not the sword!
I have no need of a limb granted by the goddess's pity. Prepare for your demise!
He's on! And just look at him!
I do not need my arm to destroy the likes of you!
Delafos! This is crazy! You have to stop!
You have to dodge me!
Tilted boomerang! Take this! It's immobilized! Nicely done!
Disappear!
Here, use this! Got it! Just what I need!
Surrounding strike!
It's immobilized! Nicely done! This should come in handy. It's this!
Summon the spirits to our side.
You're mine!
My gratitude!
Thanks!
Summon the spirits
Don't stop
to our
attacking!
side.
Feeling good! Time to call a field of breath of mana! That's enough from you! You're fitted!
Ridiculous! To be brought to my knees by a band of naive whelps. You know nothing of pain, of loss.
That's where you're wrong. I've also lost someone. Someone dear to me. And all this time, I've been thinking about the world and how we live in it. About the alms and their pilgrimage of sacrifice. About the Soul Guard, guiding them to the Mana Tree. The tradition is so ingrained in our society that I never thought twice about what was being asked of us. On this journey, I realized that the important thing wasn't the act of sacrifice. It was the will shared by alms past and present to ensure a future for everyone. So many alms have given their souls to the Mana Tree, preserving mana power for the rest of us. Their strong hearts created a better tomorrow. That's why we will defeat you and carry on. To protect the next generation.
Drivel. I will not lose. I cannot. The goddess will feel my wrath!
Elementals! Protect the alms!
Sylphid? What are you and the elementals doing here?
Thanks for saving us. Wait, where's Delphos?
Not here, that's for sure.
He's headed straight for the Mana Tree.
I fear for the goddess's safety.
Curses! We have to go after him.
Hold on, think about it, all right? The Mana Sword is gone, and you know how strong Delphos is.
True. The Mana Sword has broken in twain.
Even so, I'm going. Delphos must be stopped.